Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Rainbow Six Siege video. In this video, we're covering the new weapon sights coming to the game, all the changes, and which operators will be getting which sights. But before we continue with the video, please take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel for even more amazing Rainbow Six Siege content. And if you want to, join our Discord server linked in the description below. Now let's begin. First up, what is new and what was changed? Two different sights, the ACOG and the 3x scope, are getting changed, and we're getting 4 brand new weapon sights. So let's start off with the changed sights. The ACOG looks exactly the same, but the magnification is now changed to 2.5 instead of 3. They said this change was due to Siege being a more close quarters game, and apparently a lot of people thought it was too zoomed in. Other than it being made a 2.5x scope, the ACOG looks the same. The other scope changed was the 3x scope, the scope available for Capiteo and Gridlock's LMG. The reticle got updated to be cleaner and clearer, and it will be given to other operators, as we'll see later on. Now to the new scopes, starting with a new red dot sight called the M4S. This red dot sight has a 1x zoom and looks pretty good. The standout design change is that the sight is lifted up higher, making the rail of the weapon take up less screen space while aiming down sights. I really like this red dot, and I can't wait to try it out in game. Next up, we have the new holographic sight known as the MH1. This sight also provides a 1x zoom level, but with a slightly different shape and a completely different reticle. The reticle is in the shape of a line instead of a circle that we're used to. Now, I like this sight, and it's nice to have a fresh sight in the game, but I think I'm going to stick with the OG holographic sight since I've kind of used it for 5 years straight on most of my weapons. So, it's new, it's nice, I might try it out a couple times, but I'm going to stick with the OG. Moving on, we have the new 1.5x scope, which is surprisingly called the 1.5x scope. This brand new scope has a unique shape, which leaves most of the screen clear and only really takes up a little bit of the right side. The reticle is clear, and I think this one will be one of the better scopes in the game. The 1.5x magnification is a nice middle ground between short and longer distance engagements. Overall, I'm most excited to use this sight and see how it affects gameplay. The final new scope is the 2x scope. This scope gives a 2x magnification with a pretty clear shape, only taking up a bit of the top left of the screen. Reticle is also pretty clear and precise, and of course the zoom provides a nice level of magnification for longer ranges. I think this scope and the other new ones are pretty good. I'm just excited to mess around with all of these and see if I have a new favorite. Now that we know all the new sights, which operators and which weapons are actually going to get the new sights? Well, instead of reading them off to you, I'm just going to put them on screen while I talk about the other changes, and you can just pause the video to read the full lists. Because reading them off one by one would be really long and really boring, because there was quite a bit of changes. So yeah, here you go. The final scope / optic changes we're getting comes in the form of the ability to actually customize our reticle color and opacity. We can change the color to really any we like, and of course changing the opacity to whatever our personal preference is. This is something I know a lot of people are going to use, since it's always cool to have a nice color reticle, and because the default color might be hard to see with some types of color blindness. This is just a nice feature. There's really not much to it. I don't know why it wasn't in the game sooner, and it's nice. Let me know if you're going to use it or not. That's going to be it for this video. I want to hear from you all. Are you going to use any of the new scopes? Which new scope or sight is your favorite? And do you want Jaeger to get his ACOG back or not? I don't know, so let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for even more amazing Rainbow Six Siege content. I'm the Battle Moon, and I will see you in the next siege.